Hey yo, what is going on, you guys? Figured this would be a perfect time to get back into this App episode 2. Where we talk about Pokemon Go news. We cover what's going on, what's happening. Big news today. Really, really big news today. Scopely purchased Niantic and acquired Niantic Wayfarer, Pikmin Bloom, Pokemon Go, Monster Hunter Now, and Niantic Campfire. Um, this is big. This could mean a lot of greatness. This could be the death of the game. There's a lot of pros and cons, but before we get into any of that, I would like to move to Pokemon Go and hear what they had to say. So, earlier today, Pokemon Go did make an announcement, and the title of it is Pokemon Go, moving to a new home with Scopely. And it reads as this. Trainers, I'm Ed Wu, and I have the privilege of leading the Pokemon Go team at Niantic. Today I wanted to share some important news. Pokemon Go will be joining Scopely, a video game developer and publisher home to a wide range of leading games and talented teams around the world. As it's always important to me and our entire game team that our community understands and is excited by the long-term vision for this game, I wanted to share why I believe a partnership with Scopely will be a positive step for all of you and the game's future. First, Pokemon Go is more than just a game to me. It's my life's work. I've been part of Niantic since 2012 and deeply involved in many of our projects. In 2025, I was the original engineer on the Pokemon Go codebase, and in 2016 launched the game, working around the clock to make sure that hundreds of millions of trainers could discover Pokemon in the real world together. Like many of you, I have fond memories from 2016, such as bringing home an alpha build to my then 2-year-old daughter, who intuitively and enthusiastically became the first young trainer to ever throw a Pokeball in our game. As an engineer, I've watched the code I've written for Pokemon Go change people's lives drastically for the better. That includes my own family, from relatives improving their health from exercising while playing the game, to hearing so many members of our community recount how they met the love of their lives playing through Pokemon Go and experiencing the incredible real-life community it fosters. That's why I'm very excited about today's announcement. Here's a few reasons why I am confident about the road ahead. Scopely expressed a deep admiration for this community and our team. I have every belief Pokemon Go will further flourish as part of Scopely, not only into its second decade, but for many more years to come, under the mission of discovering Pokemon in the real world and inspiring people to explore together. Our new partnership, along with our decade-long partnership with the Pokemon Company, means we can maintain this long-term focus. Scopely fully believes in our mission and ongoing goal to create the best Pokemon Go experience possible. Their focus will be to support our team, providing resources to continue delivering the gameplay, and you all know and love. Read more in their blog here. We'll get to that later. The entire Pokemon Go team is staying together through this partnership. The same people who have been guiding and building the game for years will continue doing what we love. We're always continually adding to the game, raid battles, friends, Go Battle League routes, Dynamax/Gigantamax, and of course, Pokemon Go Fest and our live events, which I look forward to continuing to do for many years to come. Scopely empowers their game teams as autonomous groups to go after the roadmaps that they're inspired to pursue, and what each team believes is best for the player experience. This approach is extremely appealing to us at Niantic Games. I've spoken to a number of game leaders at Scopely who have given me great confidence in how the company enables each game to independently develop and creatively thrive. We will be joining a broader organization dedicated to games. I believe that Pokemon Go can continue to thrive with Scopely's exclusive and long-term focus on game making. Scopely's status as a private company also means we can prioritize what's best for you, our trainers, for the long term. We believe that prioritizing short-term gains at the expense of our long-term mission would be counterproductive and self-defeating. Every interaction that I've had with Scopely leaders has reinforced that we are in total agreement that the scale, longevity, and most of all, real-world community of Pokemon Go make it truly special. We are united in protecting that. With Scopely's full commitment, experience, and resources, we're going to make Pokemon Go the very best it can be, with incredible battles for thousands of trainers at a time at our live events and new ways to connect to your friends and community, all while remaining focused on the excitement and experience of discovering Pokemon in the real world. We have invested to empower thousands of community leaders and ambassadors who lead millions of trainers to play together in the real world, and Scopely is in full agreement that this highly admired program will be a priority to invest in together. The real-world community that loves Pokemon Go will remain our guiding light in all we do. Our partners at the Pokemon Company have always been central to how we build this game together, starting with the physics of the first Pokeball throne that we hand-tuned together. I am incredibly grateful for their daily wisdom, guidance, and careful stewardship of our shared vision for discovering Pokemon in the real world. And I am very excited to announce that our partnership with the Pokemon Company will continue as it has for the last decade. I won't say that Pokemon Go will remain the same because it has always been a work in progress, but how we create and evolve it will remain unchanged. And I hope that we can make the experience even better for all of you. I have so much gratitude for the incredible joy of serving hundreds of millions of trainers in our real world community for the past 9 years, and I truly believe the best is yet to come. Ed. So that could be complete BS. He could be getting paid to say that, or that could be from the heart. Ed Wu is an amazing developer. He has done amazing things for this game throughout the years, and he is one of the best developers at Pokemon Go. He's amazing, and I'm very happy to hear this from him. I'm hoping that he's talking from his heart. It feels genuine. It feels real-ish. So I'm excited to see where it goes, but that's what Pokemon Go had to say. Let's move on to what Niantic had to say. Niantic's next chapter, introducing a new home for Niantic games and a new future for Niantic Spatial Inc. Today we're announcing changes at Niantic that will set us on a bold new course. Nearly a decade ago, we spun out as a small team from Google with a bold vision to use technology to overlay the world with rich digital experiences. Our goal, to inspire people to explore their surroundings and foster real-world connections, especially at a time when relationships were becoming increasingly digital. To bring this mission and technology to life, we started building games. Today, more than 100 million people play our games annually, with more than 1 billion friend connections made across the world. People have discovered their neighborhoods, explored new places, and moved more than 30 billion miles. They've also come together at our live events, where everyone is a participant, not just a spectator, contributing over $1 billion in economic impact in the cities that host them. As we grew, the company naturally evolved along with two complementary paths. One focused on creating games and bringing them to the world, and the other dedicated to advancing augmented reality, artificial intelligence, and geospatial technology. Meanwhile, the rapid progress in AI reinforces our belief in the future of geospatial computing to unlock new possibilities for both consumer experiences and enterprise applications. At the same time, we remain committed to creating forever games that will last for generations. To achieve these goals, we are making two major announcements today. For Niantic Inc., we have reached an agreement for Scopely, a world leader in mobile games, to acquire Pokemon Go, Pikmin Bloom, Monster Hunter Now, and the incredible teams working on these experiences for $3.5 billion from Scopely, with an additional $350 million of cash from Niantic being distributed as part of the deal, yielding a total value of approximately $3.85 billion for Niantic equity holders. Scopely's focus on building and operating incredible live services is its exceptional experience working with the world's biggest and most beloved intellectual property and care for its player communities and game-making teams make it the perfect fit for our games. Our game team has exciting long-term roadmaps that they will continue to build upon as part of Scopely. This partnership ensures that our games have the long-term support needed to be forever games that will endure for future generations. Players can expect that the games, apps, services, and events they know and love will continue to receive Scopely's ongoing investment, driven by the same teams that have always created these experiences. Second, we are spinning off our pioneering geospatial AI business into a new company, Niantic Spatial Inc., enabling it to accelerate and scale even more rapidly. Led by John Hank, Niantic Spatial will be funded with $250 million of capital, including $200 million from Niantic's balance sheet and a $50 million investment from Scopely. All of Niantic's original investors will continue to be shareholders in Niantic Spatial. Read more from John here. Don't really care about this. It's on John Hanks, whatever. It's on his LinkedIn. So go check that out. Now on to the Niantic Spatial, the brand new Niantic company coming out of this deal. As a Pokemon Go player, you may think that this isn't important, but anytime you use AR mode, Pokemon Go is taking that data and using it and sending it back to itself to create the indoors of buildings or the outside. It's trying to get all the video footage it can. So this does, in fact, impact you, because anytime you use AR, it does send the data straight to Niantic, and they're using it to feed their AI. Niantic Spatial's goal is to lead the future of geospatial AI by building spatial intelligence that helps people better understand, navigate, and engage with the physical world. Niantic Spatial is powered by a third-generation digital map that captures the content of the world at a level of fidelity never before achieved and enables both humans and machines to understand it in ways never before possible. This is a part of connective tissue that will enable AI to meaningfully understand and interact with the physical world. Niantic Spatial Platform. Last year, we introduced the Niantic Spatial Platform, a milestone in our geospatial AI efforts. This comprehensive suite integrates spatial computing, extended reality, geographic information systems, and artificial intelligence to create immersive experiences that seamlessly blend the digital and physical worlds with centimeter-level precision. Designed for diverse industry applications, it enhances manufacturing, warehousing, logistics, construction, tourism, entertainment, and education by enabling precise tracking, AR-guided navigation, and real-time 3D spatial visualization. Our visual positioning system, VPS, and computer vision stack already power gaming experiences for millions in Pokemon Go, Ingress, and Peridot. Scaniverse, which uses breakthrough Gaussian splatting technology for more vibrant, accurate, and faster rendering 3D models, serves hundreds of thousands of users monthly. Through real-world deployment, Niantic Spatial Platform has evolved from a consumer technology into an enterprise-grade solution, delivering high-fidelity scans, precise positioning, and AR visualizations with centimeter-level accuracy. To learn more, contact a Niantic Spatial Platform expert. Niantic Spatial is developing a large geospatial model, a world model powered by large-scale machine learning that enables people and machines to understand and navigate the physical world. This model enhances spatial reasoning in large language models, LLMs, by providing a spatially grounded and, I don't even know that word, semantically rich understanding of the real-world locations. Built on a proprietary database of over 30 billion posed images, it delivers an unparalleled foundation for geospatial AI, enabling a deeper contextual understanding of the real world. Niantic Spatial will continue to own and operate our other real-world AR games, Ingress Prime and Peridot, as best-in-class applications of the geospatial platform. We're looking forward to sharing more updates over the coming months as our games and platform businesses embark on their new futures. The transaction is subject to customary closing conditions and completion of regulatory review. The deal is expected to close in 2025. The transaction has been approved by the board of directors of both Niantic and Scopely. So that was from Niantic. A lot of jibber jabber. Honestly, I don't like what Niantic's doing. It is very scary. with the whole AR thing. Yes, it can help out a lot, but they're using it to power AI. And Niantic does have the best map in the world for sidewalks and just walking. They have the best walking map because they take all your location data. That's how they make a majority of their money, is selling your location data. So it's anytime you use AR, it's being used to map out the inside of houses, the inside of buildings, the parks, all that kind of stuff. Whatever you use AR for, in Pokemon Go, Niantic is using it. Just keep that in mind next time you're laying in bed and using AR for a buddy or something, and it's your messy room. So just keep in mind that Niantic has everything that you have when it comes to AR. Whenever you've used AR, they're trying to get a 3D model of everything to power their AI. Now moving on to Scopely and what they had to say. So we've got 2 posts from them. Why Scopely is teaming up with Niantic Games. This one's the first one. A message from Scopely's CEOs Javier Ferreira and Walter Driver. Today, we are proud to share that we've agreed to acquire the games business of Niantic Inc. Through a deal valued at $3.5 billion, we are extremely excited to welcome their entire team of exceptionally talented game makers to Scopely, along with their beloved creations. Critically acclaimed games, Pokemon Go, Pikmin Bloom, and Monster Hunter Now, real-world community building apps, Campfire, the Wayfarer service, and the global roster of community gatherings that support these games, including Pokemon Go live events. Players can expect these games, apps, and events will stay true to the experiences they know and love and remain driven by the same dedicated development team behind these beloved products. Scopely's role post-closing will be to empower the Niantic game team to pursue their ambitious roadmap by providing resources and support, all in service of giving players more of what they want from their favorite games. Guys, that took me like 5 takes. All right, I'm sorry if that came out a little wordy. World-class game teams. The Niantic team is a clear leader in mobile games, but what makes them so exceptional is their ability to create innovative experiences that cultivate large, highly engaged, enduring player communities. They bring deep care, skill, and craftsmanship to their work, building games that foster joy and get people out in the real world. Their live services, expertise, creative drive, and willingness to take risks to consistently elevate their player experiences has always impressed us. We see many shared values, a commitment to transparency, and a passion for continuous learning between our 2 teams. We are deeply committed to fostering a culture where game makers can do their most creative work. We believe this partnership will further empower the Niantic Games team to achieve their exciting long-term goals. Upon closing, the Niantic Games teams will continue to develop and operate their beloved apps and live events at Scopely under the guidance of their longtime leaders, Ed Wu and Ki Kawai. I hope I said that name right. We believe in empowering games to go after the roadmaps they are most inspired to pursue and what they believe is best for players. We can't wait to see the magic they deliver. Deeply engaged communities across the portfolio. Niantic Games have always focused on creating experiences that are made for the real world, inspiring people to come together and form meaningful relationships through play, which firmly aligns with Scopely's belief that life is better when we play together. The Niantic team's mission to draw people outdoors, inspire exploration, encourage exercise, and create connections has always set them apart in the games community. Their approach is why they've been so successful in capturing the hearts and minds of players around the world. They use the outdoors, the exploration, and they encourage exercise to get just to get people to go out, walk, and collect map data for them. So that's their excuse. It's a good excuse, but it's just all to collect map data. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Pokemon Go, for example, reaches people across 190 countries and regions spanning 6 continents. What's more exciting is how committed these players, called trainers, are to their favorite game. The average trainer spends 40 minutes a day discovering Pokemon in the real world. 40 minutes? Dude. Oh, God. So that means, on average, since I play for 6 hours, there's someone logging in for 2 minutes. Oh god. The community, which encapsulates all demographics, is drawn to the game day in and day out because of social connection, commo this word's gonna be hard for me, camaraderie, I got it, yes, and endless adventures that the Niantic team cultivates. At Scopely, our games are also designed to foster highly social experiences. We aim every day to build never-ending digital playgrounds, often based on beloved entertainment brands, to welcome home a deeply engaged player community and inspire play every day. Both Niantic and Scopely also firmly believe in meeting players where they are, whether that's accomplished through live events like Pokemon Go Fest, community apps like Campfire, or cross-platform play as featured in Scopely's Stumble Guys and Star Trek TM Fleet Command. Everything we do and will continue to do together is in service of forging relationships between players, an ongoing cultural phenomenon 9 years post-launch. Few games in the world have delivered the level of durability and scale as Pokemon Go, with one of the most engaged player communities in the world. With over 100 million players just last year, Pokemon Go has remained a top 10 mobile title every year since its launch in 2016. It's an experience made for the real world, with players exploring an astonishing 30 billion miles over the game's lifetime. Pokemon Go live events attract millions of attendees around the world across 4 key concepts: Pokemon Go Fest, Pokemon Go Tour, Pokemon Go Wild Area, and Pokemon Go City Safari. I think that means we're going to be getting Go Wild Area for the future. Everyone loved it. Um, that's very exciting to hear, actually. That's very, very exciting to hear. So I think we will see Go Wild Area as a November, December, maybe even October event moving forward. The scale of these events is exceptional, rivaling some of the biggest festivals and events in the world. More people attend the global Pokemon Go Fest last year than Coachella, Lollapalooza, Glastonbury, Electric Daisy Carnival, and Tomorrowland combined. In an era driven by performance marketing, Pokemon Go is also a product with exceptional organic interest, as the team has built an incredibly innovative experience that excites players to come back for more and keeps the game at the forefront of popular culture almost a decade after the launch. The game's global Google search volume in the past 7 days was nearly 8 times greater than the current #1 movie on Netflix, nearly 10 times greater than the #1 song on Spotify, and even top searches for Cristiano Ronaldo, the most followed person on Instagram in the world, with over 685 million followers. I didn't realize Ronaldo had that many followers. That's kind of crazy. A unique partnership with a bright future. With the Niantic Games business, our combined portfolio will create one of the largest player communities in the world with over $500 million. We will also be one of the only game companies with 2 top 10 mobile games, Pokemon Go and Monopoly Go, which easily achieved 2 of the biggest mobile launches of all time during their respective debuts in 2016 and 2023. Transformative partnerships, investments, and acquisitions have always been a key pillar of our Scopely strategy. We have a long track record of both investing in and collaborating with game studios, acquiring scaled, established brands and teams that are operating at the highest levels. From Foxnet Games to GSN Games to Party Royal hit Stumble Guys, over our 13-year history, we've completed countless transactions representing billions of dollars worth of deals. We are continually looking for industry and category-leading products that complement our expertise and portfolio. Just last year, we met with over 800 companies assessing many products, teams, and technology. Niantic's games business truly stood out as one-of-a-kind group. We are incredibly lucky to do deals of this scale with Savvy at our side. Since our acquisition in 2023, we became an independently operated company under the Savvy umbrella. We have spent a good amount of time aligning on what we want to accomplish together. Collectively, we want to be one of the most dynamic and impactful games companies in the world. Finding exceptional teams and products to join our portfolio, like Niantic Games and its slate of real-world games, is key to accomplishing that mission. Savvy enables us to go after our long-term ambitions by supporting transactions of this magnitude. This transaction represents one of the largest games deals by a private company in the last decade, ranking alongside Scopely's own acquisition of Savvy in 2023 for $4.9 billion. We can't wait to see what the future holds and look forward to welcoming the incredible Niantic Games team to the adventure. So, yeah, that was number one. That was our first Scopely announcement. That was to everyone. That was like really to everyone. Um, I'm definitely excited about hearing Go Wild area. Very excited about that. Um, I didn't realize Scopely owned Stumble Guys. I never played, but I know so many of my friends did play it. Yeah, moving on to the next one here. A message to Pokemon Go, Pikmin Bloom, and Monster Hunter Now communities. A message to the Niantic Games player communities from the Scopely team. Today, we shared publicly that we signed an agreement to acquire the games business of Niantic Inc., which includes its team, games, apps, and services, including Pokemon Go, Pikmin Bloom, and Monster Hunter Now. We have long admired the innovative gameplay pioneered by the Niantic Games team and the vibrant communities that have shaped the titles into beloved experiences they are today. We deeply respect what makes these games special, the freedom to explore, the community forged along the way, and the thrill of discovery. We believe our partnership with the Niantic Games team, who will all join Scopely through this acquisition, will further enable them to achieve their exciting long-term goals, which are designed first and foremost with you in mind. Is to empower game makers to deliver the best possible player experiences for their communities and go after the roadmaps that they're most inspired to pursue. With this acquisition, our role is to support the Niantic team in their creative journey, providing the space, resources, and freedom to innovate and iterate on what makes these games meaningful to you. The talented teams who created and continue to develop Pokemon Go, Pikmin Bloom, and Monster Hunter Now have a clear vision for the future. Scopely is here to help them bring that vision to life in a way that stays true to the spirit of these games and communities that love them. Who is Scopely? Our approach. Scopely is a team of game makers, artists, engineers, designers, writers, community managers, and more, working around the world to create engaging and evolving experiences. Everything we do is driven by our mission to inspire play every day. We believe games have the power to bring people together, and our focus is on supporting teams and crafting experiences that players can enjoy for years on end. We are fortunate to have built relationships with players across our games, and we approach this responsibility with care. Whether through player councils, to in-person meetups, to active Discord servers, we aim to listen, learn, and foster meaningful connections with the people who play our games. Games are living, ever-evolving experiences, and we believe in refining and improving them consistently over time. One of our guiding principles is to always look for ways to make each experience better, never stopping at just good enough. For example, we spent 7 years shaping Monopoly Go into an experience that would resonate with Monopoly's global fan base, iterating along the way to ensure it lived up to the legacy of the game. The same philosophy of thoughtful evolution guides our approach to every game we support. Our games, Scopely games, span a wide range of genres and platforms, from casual to RPGs, mobile to console, and everything in between. But all of our games share some common DNA. Our games are socially driven experiments that spark connection, community, and friendly competition among players around the globe. Dynamic and always evolving, players will always have a new challenge or world to explore. Built for the long term, featuring immersive worlds that players want to return to for years. We believe these pillars align well with Niantic Games and our aim to continue to serve all of our players with dynamic, meaningful, community-first experiences. Moving forward together, We understand change can lead to uncertainty, but in this case, the most important thing to know is that the games you deeply enjoy will remain the experiences you know and love. Our foremost commitment will always be to you, the community, and the talented game makers will be supported in making these game universes the best they can be. The magic of Pokemon Go, Pikmin Bloom, and Monster Hunter Now, along with Campfire and Wayfarer, is their ability to bring people together to encourage exploration and create moments of pure joy. That's why we are committed to ensuring that magic continues, and with the same passion you've always known. We look forward to continuing the journey with these exceptional games and the teams that make them each day. Now, that's everything that Scopely had to say. Um, yeah, no one knows if they can trust them or not. Scopely, let's get right into our next segment, okay? Let's just jump straight into it. All right, so now let's get into the pros and cons and the community's concerns. Scopely does have a little track record of acquiring games that are on the verge of dying or dead games or dying games, okay? And they tend to add a bunch of microtransactions until the game inevitably does die because of the microtransactions. Now, do I think Pokemon Go is dead? No. Do I think they're in a low spot? Yes. They've been in a low spot for quite a few months. Go Tour, Unova Tour was really bad. One of the worst tours we've had. Probably the worst tour we've had, in all honesty. But Pokemon Go players, they pay. They pay a lot to keep on playing, to get everything. So I hope that there are less tickets or the same amount of tickets. Sometimes the tickets are a lot, there are a lot, but I can understand why there are a lot. Um, but don't expect anything to change. Don't expect you having to watch an ad after every Pokemon catch or every Pokestop spin. But just keep that in mind that Scopely, they do love their microtransactions, and that is quite scary. So that's honestly really the only con for it. It's the only other con is that Scopely could just be pulling all this stuff out of their butt and just be lying, and they could have one developer working on Pokemon Go for the next 10 years, putting out one new Pokemon every 4 months with the same rotating legendaries. We don't know, but don't expect any big changes, or really any change at all, until post Go Fest this summer. The pros for this, Scopely is a lot more, not necessarily a lot more, but they are more willing to listen to the community than Niantic ever was. Scopely and the games that they have are constantly trying to update their games to make it better for the player base, and they want to do that. So lots of people are speculating we could see the return of remote raids, possibly remote trading. There could be a lot here. So I would love, love, love for the raid passes to go down to the price that they were at, but stay limited, because then I would spend all my money on remote raid passes. But there's that. They are in the servers. They are in the Discord servers. They are looking. They're in all the servers. They're in the subreddits. They're in the Discords. They're in the forum pages. They are looking at what people are saying and what they're hoping for. They are. There are developers from Scopely and members of Scopely commenting and looking and liking some of these posts. It's very cool to be seeing unfold in person in front of me. I'm loving this. This is amazing. Many people online are saying 2 years from now, Pokemon Go will be a better game than it is now. All right, we don't know what's coming, but a lot of people are excited. A lot of people are skeptical. some people are quitting because they believe Scopely is a bad company because of the people that own it and own, like, the current company. I think Scopely is owned by someone else. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, um, there's pros and cons, of course, to everything, and my take on it is I'm excited for the future. Whether that means the death of Pokemon Go or the future of Flourish, it flourishes in the future and it's amazing. I'm very excited for both. I've been playing pretty consistently for the past 4 years, and they have led to some of the best friendships I've ever had, some amazing memories, and I got to travel my country, travel the United States to all these events, and it's been amazing. Some of the best times of my life. And I'm very thankful for it. But if it comes to an end due to this, I will be happy for my time spent playing this game, for everything I'd done. Um, it was amazing. It was an amazing run. I loved almost every second of it. And I'm sad to see it end, but I can move on to other things and move on with my life because Pokemon Go does take it up quite a lot. And if it doesn't, if Pokemon Go just flourishes and is amazing, oh my god, I'll be so happy. That would be best case scenario because this game is steps away from being amazing. It's great right now. It could be amazing. It could be almost perfect. So if Scopely gives Pokemon Go the right treatment and they ask the developers to push it in the direction the community wants it to go, that would be amazing. Mainly making me community ambassador, that would be amazing. Pokemon Go, if you're listening, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Make me community ambassador. I'm trying. I've been trying. But yeah, that's that. Feel free to look on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Quite a few people are vocal there. They've been very vocal about it there, actually, and it has me excited. It has me very, very excited for what the future of this can hold. And with that, that concludes episode 2 of PokeYap. I think there was like 8 months in between episode 1 and episode 2, but I'm hoping to go back to weekly or bi-weekly. Um, just going over the weekly events, monthly events, how this past week of events was. This is definitely a different change and something I didn't necessarily want to do. But I figured, you know what, let's get back into it. The Festival of Colors event starts tomorrow. As of the time I'm recording this, it may be going on today. I don't know when I'm going to upload this. I've got work and raid hour to go do. So, yeah, very interesting stuff, though. Very exciting. Very excited to see the future of Pokemon Go. Yeah, definitely excited. This Very happy that the team is staying together. That's my big thing. Very happy that the team is staying together, and hopefully with John Hankey stop yapping in their ear about, oh, blah blah blah, this this. I don't know. I don't know. He kind of ruined a lot of stuff in the game. So hopefully with him out of their ear, we can go back to what Go was 2 or 3 years ago because that was peak. That was actually peak Go. Once again, thank you all for listening or watching on YouTube. I don't have a face cam set up yet. Yeah, thank you all.